We like to capture life, and we capture the moments.
Healing me, you're healing me, you're healing. You're right here by my side. If I'm going through hell, I'll be alright. I'm standing on what you promised me. Yes, I believe it's true that every time you see me through, I know I'm safe, you'll never leave. Ooh, oh, oh.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you're new. So, a few days ago, I think now, I lost my phone in a woman's bathroom at the mall, and I went back to go get it, and it was gone. Eventually, pretty much it turned into a stolen phone because nobody returned it, nobody turned it in. So, like most people probably would, they kind of freak out a little bit, they panicked a little bit because a lot of people carry their life on their phone. I have a lot of stuff on my phone, but nothing really too, I guess, important, maybe, I don't know. But, I did freak out a little bit. I was worried because, I had no way of, pretty much telling anybody that I lost my phone if they had needed to get a hold of me for whatever reason. And I really didn't know what to do at that point. So my first instinct was to kind of, obviously I went to mall security, stuff like that, in the mall office to figure out if anybody had turned it in, and nobody had turned it in. So eventually, I went to my phone carrier and just pretty much just upgraded my phone, and really wasn't the plan. I really hadn't planned to get a new phone or upgrade my phone for a long time until the old one had pretty much had died. But I went and got a new one, and I started to think about, okay, well, now my bill's gonna change, different things like that, because I got a newer phone, this, that, and the other. But instead of trying to figure out all the things that was going to come and looking at the negative side of everything, I started to try to look at the positive side of everything. Because looking at the negative side of everything just leaves you worrying, doubt, and fear. And so I started to look at the positive side of losing a phone. I started looking at it in this aspect of it as to, okay, yes, I had to go buy a new phone. I had to, upgrade my phone. I had to do, all these things are going to change. But on the positive side, I was able to afford the new phone. I was able to have the funds to get the new phone and everything that I needed for that phone. And granted, yes, my bill is going to change. And, my flesh doesn't know what's going to happen in the future. But I trust my God that my God will take care of me, and my God will provide for me with the things that I need. Whether that be money, food, whatever it may be, I'm learning to trust God that His plan is better. So instead of focusing on all the negatives of everything that's happened in the past few days, I tried to look at all the positive things that had happened with, okay, yes, I got a new phone, but I had the money to do that. And, now I have somewhat of the equipment that I need to make, better videos, just a bunch of different things with that this phone kind of has when it comes to, the camera aspect of it. But on my way home yesterday, we were starting to get a storm. A storm was coming in. And there was some dark, you could see some dark clouds and gray clouds and stuff like that. And then in the center of it, almost, there was a bright orange, yellow, orangish yellow colors in the sky, and it was really bright. And I'll try to put a picture of it up here for you guys. And it was just absolutely beauty. are absolutely beautiful. And it reminded me of the song called, Eye of the Storm, and I can't think of who it's by. But I think the part of the lyrics is, like, even in the eye of the storm, you remain in control. I can't remember the rest of it. But, and then when it started to storm and all the chaos started to go on, all the thunder, all the lightning and everything, and the rain, and to me, there is still beauty in a thunderstorm, because you see how God creates anything. And it fascinates me and it amazes me how even like the darkest of skies could have so much light in it, even during a storm. And I love thunderstorms. I love to sit out on my porch and watch them. I've always been one of those people that would always love to be one of those storm chasers, to go chase after the storms and everything. But it reminded me that there is so many storms that go on in our life, whether it's just a small little clap of thunder here and a flash of lightning there and then that's it, or it's just this monstrous storm of, the clouds are dark and gray and, the rain is heavy and everything. There is still light even in the biggest storm. But lightning is something that represents for me like the light in any dark moment. And no matter how dark the clouds may be, no matter how dark the clouds get, how heavy the rain is, when that lightning flashes, it symbolizes just a little bit of light, because you can see that light kind of flash in the sky. And there is always going to be light in dark places, whether it be in a storm, whether it be, if you're in a dark room and you have your flashlight or you have a lighter or whatever, there is always light in darkness. And I don't know how else to explain it, but it reminded me, losing my phone, having it stolen, and that being like a small storm in my life, that there is still light in that storm, because the light in that storm is me being able to afford to get a new phone, even though it wasn't part of my plan. And it also reminded me that there's still beauty in everything, no matter how dark it may look. Sometimes it's hidden a little bit. Sometimes it's a little bit easier to see when it's bright and lit up for you. And other times you may have to look at things a little differently than you would, because a lot of people probably don't look at lightning and think of it as, this beautiful light and darkness or something like that. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys something. My timer just went off. I am doing what they call it's a water test for a phone case. It's supposed to be a waterproof phone case, but I think there's sort of like a lesson in it. So I got a flashlight because our power is out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what the water test is, what it's doing. So bear with me here, because I'm not sure how well we'll be able to see stuff. But let's go. It's a little bright. So let me flip you guys around real quick. All right. See, there you can see the phone case is submerged in the water there, and that cup is holding it down. So I'm going to try and grab that real quick. It's kind of like a water. And there's a piece of paper in here. You can kind of see a little bit. And what the water test does, that's what it's for. You put a piece of paper in that phone case right there, and you seal up the case and everything. Let's turn that flashlight off. All right, so this phone case, it was submerged in the water for about like 30 minutes, something like that, and it keeps this piece of paper, dry. So I trusted this phone case to do what it says it was going to do, was to keep this paper dry. So, if you can trust this phone case, this piece of plastic, to keep a piece of paper dry while it's being submerged, then you can trust God to keep you protected, to keep you safe when life tries to submerge you into something. Whether it may not be exactly water or whatever, but you know, sometimes life submerges us in like the things of life, like losing a phone or stress at work or whatever the case may be, whatever you feel like you're being submerged by or submerged with. And I was listening to Caleb the other day, and they were talking about this one woman who she was so stressed, she was stressed out about a lot of things, and she was talking to her therapist, and he had asked her, what was the most heavy thing that is weighing on you right now? Like, what's the most heaviest thing on you? And she was honest with him. She said, honestly, it's not my kids, it's not my relationship, it's not my job. She's like, the heaviest thing weighing on me right now, she's like, is the dishes in my sink. And he said, okay, we'll just put them in the dishwasher. And she's like, we have to do this process or whatever. And he's like, then run it twice. He's like, if it takes that heaviness off of you to worry about the dishes or anything like that, then run the dishwasher twice. And I realize not everybody actually has a dishwasher. I get that. But whatever it is that is like submerging you, just trust God that he's going to protect you in it. Because if he can protect a piece of paper from this case from getting wet, he can protect you from everything and anything in this life. If a phone case can be protective of a piece of paper from getting wet, God can be protective of you, of your heart, from getting wet too. May not be in the same manner, but he will still protect you. So thank you for watching this video. I hope this helps somebody. I hope it uplifts somebody. This is what we're all about here on this channel. You know, we capture those moments. So thank you again for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. And stay tuned for other videos, because there are some to come. Remember that you are loved, you're extraordinary, you're awesome, and you're worthy. And don't let anybody tell you any different. So always remember to capture the moment, no matter how big or how small, because every moment matters. Love you guys. Stay cool out there. Stay awesome. Stay beautiful. Hope you have a great day. God loves you. That's the most important thing in this world to know, is that somebody loved you enough to die for you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video, and keep capturing those moments. See you guys.